care so much about their appearance and staying on top of these weekly or bi-weekly haircuts. I know in the last video, we talked about barbers being a place of safety, mentorship, a form of therapy, air quote, if you will. Do you think that that plays a role more so than them actually caring about just letting their hair go wild?
So that's a great question. Why do I feel like people come regularly, or is this a safe haven? And so with that being said, I think it's like a multifold. We live in a society that's image driven. You know, I need to look the part. And then just upbringing plays a huge role in that as well. I always say when you look good, you feel good, you do good. And so I definitely believe when that level of confidence or that motivation that comes along with that, especially brown individuals, the stereotype and stigmas that are attached to our hair is almost being put into this box of expectation that if I don't appear a certain way, then it determines my worth and my value, which is ignorant. And I'm glad about the Crown Act and things like that that's coming in and trying to change that narrative. And so also being able to see, you know, how coming into these spaces is an outlet. You know, a lot of people are saying now within the industry, it shouldn't take that long to do a haircut, right? And so you got people that brag about only taking 25 to 30 minutes. And again, what I said earlier, if an individual can come into this space for an hour and have an outlet, whether they're tired, whether they're frustrated, whether they just need to escape from their reality, I think a lot of people utilize this space. I've asked people, you know, and I structure my business solely around what my guests say that they need. My guests drive my business. When there's a price increase, it's not because of what I desire, it's what my guests say. When it's something that I add to the space or ways to enhance or expand, my guest input plays a huge role. So when I have to ask individuals like, you know, why are you coming? It is essentially a need. Somebody wants certification for them. And it's like, man, you coming to get your haircut that, you know, individual high in their profession. And it's like, dang, this is your vacation. And you would think that they will always be gone. So this space serves for so many people in different kind of ways. And that's why, you know, I challenge barbers not to manipulate that. You know, I said before when we did the interview previously, is that the title of barbers and stylists being called therapists is a dangerous territory. Because that's a misrepresentation. Because just because you have a great conversation doesn't mean that that may be a particular thing to help the mental aspect. Though there are red flags, you know, there are things that, you know, people need to really pay attention to, as opposed to just because there's a head nod doesn't mean that something was done. And so making sure that when individuals are coming in, whatever that need is within a healthy aspect, that they're able to receive that. So it really just depends. Some people just like the conversation. You know, you got people that have stuck with barbers and stylists that can't cut, you know, in their eyesight, but they stay because of the growth of that iron sharpens iron in another way. Like this person might have financial, you know, strategies. This person might be a role model, whatever those capacities are, it varies upon. But yeah, I definitely see the spaces being a safe haven, boost of confidence, as well as a space of growth.